Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Louisiana's offense will get the first possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He'll pull it on the read. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
He's got it. First down and more. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On the option. He'll toss it. He did not make it. A stonewall on 3rd down.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Louisiana.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bobcats offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the air, it's Sparks. Makes the catch. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Got a man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
The Bobcats will hustle to the line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Oh, they're after him! Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. quick toss. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
On the set.
The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Takes the handoff. It's Browning. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Sparks. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes to grab.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Browning. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Army managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Point had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Handoff from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to buy time. Got the back over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's complete on the right side.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You're looking down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Louisiana! The defense putting points on the board.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Texas State, 3.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Sparks. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Browning. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable.
He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
How good has this offense been on 4th down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. Makes the grab past the marker. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's Hawkins. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Touchdown Cajuns! And the route is on. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught in the backfield, it's Browning. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play, just making it happen?
Turning it on! And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
35, Texas State, 10.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go to the ground. Bulldozes his way through. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bettis. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see some
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bohannon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
42, Texas State, 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, move the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get...
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Texas State, 17.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out past the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bye.